Hello and welcome to AwesomeTube956. I want to start off by thanking you for joining me today. Today I wanted to apologize for our recent video that we posted up. We had to remove it because I was doing a little bit more research on it, and we have to be a non-profit organization in order to do a raffle. So being that we're not, I had to take it down and postponed this raffle idea. I may end up selling the Hobie kayak, and it's all up in the air right now, but I wanted to let you guys know that and apologize again for that. So you may be wondering, why do we have a skateboard on top of the table? Now, you know, so a little bit of background history on me. I started skateboarding when I was in middle school. That's when everything started going for me, when I skateboarding. I wouldn't say that I'm really good, but you know, it was something for me to do, and I would say that I was alright in skateboarding. What I wanted to do was you know, educate you guys on the parts and the tools, and what to look for in a good skateboard. All right, so this is a pro skateboard, and the difference in a pro skateboard and a board that you would get from Walmart would be the shape of the board, the curvature of the board. That would be the tail, that would be the nose. And a lot of pro decks, you'll see that the curvature on these boards are specifically curved to accommodate skaters in performing better tricks, assist them in doing technical tricks. And so yeah, we're gonna break this down, and we're gonna talk about it as we go. So the first thing we'll do is we'll we'll name the parts. So you got your wheels. In the wheels you got your bearings, the nut, the trucks. On the truck, this is called the axle. And then the base, you got your kingpin. The kingpin is the bolt, pretty much. That's what it is. It's the bolt that holds the bushings. Bushings are those the orange color is it looks like a shock absorber, but really what it is it helps absorb when you turn. It keeps everything tight together. The kingpin, when you tighten this nut, it pushes down on this washer, and then it makes the trucks tighter. The tighter, one thing about it, the tighter your trucks are, the easier it is to do flip tricks. The looser it is, the harder it is, but if you're good at skateboarding, it wouldn't matter. But yeah, for me, I like to keep mine in the middle, where it's you know, where it's a little bit loose and a little bit tight. It gives you a good in the middle type of see, this one's is the same tightness, but this one I already started taking the hardware off of this one, so to save us some time. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to start taking it off. And this right here, this is purposely made for skateboards. I do not know what sizes these are, but yeah, it also comes with its own screwdriver And it has, for some reason, I'm not sure what this is for, but it has like, it seems like a file on it. And then I guess this one is a Allen wrench style pin right here, so in case, because some of these hardwares doesn't come in the traditional Phillips type screws. Some of them have Allen wrench heads. So let's break it down. We're going to take the trucks. We're going to start off by taking the wheels off, and we're just going to do one side to save some time. So for the nuts on the wheels, you're going to use the smaller type. The design of this tool is actually lends itself well to you know, everything you need to do on the go, at the park, at home, whatever. So we got the nut off. Now when we take off the wheel should have a washer. Turn it over. There should be another washer on here. Usually it stays in here, about right here. So if you can see that, that's the other washer. We'll just leave it in there because that's where it'll stay. Now for you rookies, you're gonna say, how do I take off this bearing in here? You know, one thing I learned over the time of my time skating is you just stick. There's two bearings actually in this. There's one on this side and one on this side, and in the middle there's a spacer. So you want to stick it in just into one of them, and then pry it. And then right there, that's the spacer. This is a metal spacer that goes in between in there. And it looks like we got some shake junt. These were some random bearings that I got when I got this complete set. Shake junt. I don't know what does that mean, but okay. But I believe these are ABAC 5s, and the higher the ABAC that you have on your bearings, supposedly the faster they are. So yeah. Now I will say my favorite bearings to put on a skateboard would be Flip ABAC 7s. I don't have it on this, but I thought I'd try to change it up and try these out. These seem alright though. So these are how bearings look like. Wish I have I'll take some snapshots for you guys and I'll put it in there. Okay. Now this is how the inside of the wheel looks like. These are Spitfire wheels. I tried Spitfire wheels out before, and I always liked them, and I'm using them again. So we got, this is how it looks. This is the axle, and then this hard piece of metal right here is yeah, that's what you put your wheels and your bearings on. Okay, now let's take got a curious boy here. So let's talk about this a little bit more. I think I lost my, where'd it go? Let's see. Oh, okay, found it. All right, so let's take the let's take this whole truck, this whole metal part right here, with the axle on the base, is called a truck. Okay. So let's take it off. These are your hardwares. Hardware comes in a set of 8. I believe these are 2 inches or 1.5 inch, I think. Now let's take off the rest of them. You got your trucks right here. This is your riser pads. The rest of these. Alright, so this is how it looks when the trucks are off. It's pretty. Okay. This is when it's on. This is this board is a girl board, and it's from, I guess, the sponsored pro skater is Mike Carroll. But I always liked since the first time I tried out girl skateboards, they're always reliable. Now the reason why I went with these trucks are independent. These are solid trucks. They're not like tensors. Tensors tend to crack right here, and that's because of the design. Tensors are known to be lightweight and strong, but with a lot of abuse that skateboards go through, they tend to break as well. So I recommend, if you're a heavier set person, independents are really good. Also, Destructos are really good. So yeah. So let me show you how it is when you take off the bearings when they're on there and you got the trucks off of the board. It's easier to take the bearings off of the wheels when the trucks are on the board, but this is how you can do it when it's off. So you just want to put it in a little bit so it can catch, and then pry it out. Okay, you see the spacer in there, falls out, bearing. Do the same thing on the other side. Now you're gonna ask yourself, how often do I have to take off my bearings from my wheels and this and that? It just depends, you know, because when you ride like every day, your bearings will tend to get gunked up. They'll start to slow down. So a good idea is to break them down and clean them. I won't do that on this one. I'll probably have another video for that. So let's break down the truck. Now we got we use the bigger
side of it now. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. And this thing, alright, so now it's loose.
We got our nut, our bushing cap, which is a modified washer. It concaves. Yeah. Alright. We got our top bushing. We just pull this off. Due to the pressure that this bushing goes through, that's what happens. It gets pushed down into here. It forms like that. It's totally normal. They sell them. They sell these separately, or they sell them as a kit, so you can replace them. So yeah, got a little partner here helping me out. So this is your axle. It looks kind of weird, but it is actually believe this is steel and aluminum. And you got your bottom bushing. You got your kingpin right there, and then your bottom bushing cap. Okay, and your kingpin, I guess I bought this at a Vans store, and it says it was $19.99. I think it's $19.99 for each, so I don't know why they don't sell them in sets, but yeah, usually you can knock this out and replace your kingpin if it starts to become damaged. I have seen actually some of these kingpins break off of other skateboarders. because they just like ride hard, and or they're, you know, they're doing a sick trick and it just bam, you know, it just breaks. But let's throw it all back together. Oh, and one thing in here, it has like a little like plastic type of I don't know, it just, I guess it helps seat the axle in there correctly. I guess it's not metal on metal, but you'll notice over time that will start to break down, but that's just normal. So let's throw it all back together.
Bottom, yeah. You got the bottom bushing cap. You got the bottom bushing, and then you put your axle, and then you put your top bushing, and then your top bushing cap, like that, and then your nut. Okay. Now we're not gonna make it tight all the way. You know what? Yeah, let's do that. Put it down tight. The way I measured it from last time is that I had three lines from the bolt. So I got one more. That's about right. Now, let's throw these bearings back into the wheel. And now, you know what? We'll save that for last. So yeah, okay.
Now I need to talk about the grip tape, because the grip tape is also important. Grip tape will wear as the board wears. The grip tape I have on this is, I believe, pigskin. It's a really good grip tape. It's very strong in grip, and then when and it adheres to the board really good. So never had a problem with pigskin grip tape. Yeah, let's throw it all back together. Now, what I like to do is get our hardware, and we'll put all the hardware back into the board. It's chaos on here on the Awesome Tube 956 table. We got my little helper who thinks he's doing a good job. Okay, oh, one thing I need to know, I need to tell you. There's different sizes, no, there's different thicknesses of and sizes of riser pads. Riser pads are important for this one reason. This happens when you this can be worse, and if you don't have riser pads. Now the riser pads, what it does is when you take a turn, your wheel, your axle, in order to turn, this will bend, and most likely it'll run into your board. So what the riser pads does is that it elevates your rig a little bit higher, so that your wheels don't bite onto your board, and that's called a wheel bite. So let's throw it all back together. We know where we need to line it up. Now when you put it back together, kingpin is towards the inside. Okay, works. Alright, I hope that you guys enjoyed this little tutorial, little video that I decided to put together, and I'm sorry again about the raffle. But if anything else comes up about that, then I will let you guys know. Stay tuned, we got more stuff like this, and more opportunities to learn more about us and what we're about, and who we are. But till then, I want to thank you again for joining me on AwesomeTube 956. We'll catch you later.